Hey guys, this is Rose Gonzalez. So in this video, we're going to talk to you about the pros and cons of building a brand new pool. So we just recently moved into our new home and got a pool put into our backyard, and there's a lot of things that we didn't know about that I wanted to share with you guys. But overall, we're very happy we got a pool. But before you buy one, make sure to watch this video so you know what you're in for. So digging day was really exciting for us. They went through the side of the house and dug for 3 days. The cool thing is the guy taught our 12-year-old son to use the tractor to dig. So he was able to dig for about 10 minutes on day one to help out. So that was pretty cool. They had to take down the fence between us and the neighbors to be able to get the tractors back there, and that was something that we didn't expect was going to happen, and the cost to replace that was $800. The next step that took about a few days after was the rebar so that they can pour in the gunite. The city has to come out and inspect the rebar before we can start gunite. Once the gunite is in, they will put in the tile around the pool. We were so excited to finally have gunite in our pool, but one thing they forgot to tell us is that we have to water the gunite 2 times a day for 10 days. Once the gunite is all good, the next step is the concrete. So they're flattening out all of the soil in the backyard, and then they are going to rebar all the areas where we need to have rebar for the concrete pour. And finally, the concrete pour. We had our concrete delayed because it started raining, so they wanted to make sure that it wasn't raining when they scheduled for the concrete, but it's all poured and everything looks amazing. We also got stamped concrete, so it's pretty cool to see how they actually stamp the concrete. So the next step after the concrete was the equipment, and that was also delayed by about 2 to 3 weeks because they were backed up on orders. And finally, the day has come, plaster time. And 2 hours after the plaster, you have to fill up your pool all the way up to the tile. This process took about 52 hours. Pool looks amazing, but one thing we didn't know is that you have to brush the pool 2 times a day for 30 minutes for 2 weeks. All right, so here's a summary. They told us in the beginning that the timeline would take about 6 to 8 weeks, and it actually took us about 5 months. There was some delays because of contractors and rain and equipment delays. We also had an inspection fail. So after we did our plaster, an inspector has to come and make sure that all of the alarms are on all the doors. As you can see in the video, we have a gate around our pool for safety. But one thing that the inspector did mention is that we needed an actual alarm in the pool. Because there's windows that didn't have alarms on them. So that was one of the delay also, is just having an inspector come back out. Some of the unexpected costs, as I mentioned earlier, was we didn't know these are some of the costs that we had to pay. They had to take down our fence between ourselves and the neighbors, and it wasn't too bad. It was about $800 to get the fence back up. Another unexpected cost for us was when they drove the tractors outside in the front, there was a lot of damage to the soil, the plants, and our drip system. So we're now in the process of having a landscaper come put new plants, fix the soil, put tan bark, and also fix the drip system. So not including the plants, that's gonna be about $500. So overall, our pool cost was about $70,000 plus these little minor things that we didn't know we had to pay. So it was just a little shy of $72,000. Another thing that I didn't mention was that we were under the assumption that we can just connect our pool to solar. The pool company said that we would have solar hookups, but we didn't really know what that means. So when I called our solar company, because we have electric solar, they said it's a completely different system. They have to put more solar panels up there. And basically how the solar panel works for a pool is that it would take water up the pipe, heat it up on the roof, and then bring it back to the pool. So that would have been another $10,000. You know, I just wanted to share this video with you just so that you can have an expectation of what it's like to build a pool in your backyard. What are some of the unexpected costs that you may want to ask your pool company? I know my neighbor used a different pool company and they don't supply them with alarms. They have to buy them themselves. So all pool companies are very different. We have another pool company here that was able to finish a pool in 14 weeks. And has better communication. So I think one of the things that was really important for us was being on top of the pool guys and really communicating with them, because we weren't getting a lot of communication as far as when inspectors were coming, what happened next. So I was always texting them to figure out what was going on. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions about getting a pool in your backyard or just anything in general, make sure to comment below or send me a message. And if you have not subscribed to our channel, please make sure to do so, and we'll catch you on the next video. Bye.